Okay, hi guys, and we are live finally, and this is I think probably my first live ever since I've entered quarantine, so which is great. And today I'm going to be talking to our first woman entrepreneur. Like you all know, on Radio Chutney, we have the Women Entrepreneurs Club, which is for SMEs, for women who've started their businesses with passion. And today I have one such woman with me who's doing a great deal of work with kids. Now, who she is, I'm going to bring her on first, and then I shall introduce her. So three, two, one, and hello, Vinita.
Hi, Mani. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
All good. How's quarantine doing to you?
What you tell me? Do I look exhausted already
Not
or
at all.
overrested?
Not at all. I'm sure we all could do with a little quarantine right now.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's not too bad. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, so now Vinita Goenka is the founder of Kids Get Coding, which is obviously, like the name suggests, a coding class for kids. But it's not, and I can say this with complete awareness and authority, that it's not your regular coding class. It is different in a lot of ways with the way she deals with kids or with the way her classes function. So, Vinita, firstly, thank you so much for being a part of Radio Chutney's Women Entrepreneur Club.
It's all my pleasure, and thanks to you to start such a wonderful club on Radio-Chutney. It's really wonderful to be a part of it.
Superb, I am so excited because, when we announced the club, and it was so amazing with the response that we got, because we did something for Women's Day, and that's when, there was so much of an interest generated. And it's great, to kind of push other women along with your own little business. And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah. So now you started Kids Get Coding. Now I know you've been on it, but I haven't asked you this officially and formally, that when did you begin Kids Get Coding?
Okay, I started Kids Get Coding officially in 2019 December.
Okay, okay.
So I'm an engineer. I've worked for the Singapore government.
Right.
I've
Oh,
taken a long leave for the bigger project of my life, my son. And around 2017, I thought I should get back to my field.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so I upgraded my skill set, and I am passionate about coding and I'm passionate about kids. So I just combined the two to start Kids Get Coding.
Lovely. Now, there are a lot of, like, suddenly there's this last 2 years, we've seen this huge surge in coding classes. Everybody's talking about let's send our kids coding. Oh, is your kid going coding? And then you kind of sense of, you get a sense of FOMO, that, oh my God, like, is coding really important? Am I missing out if I'm not sending what is this sudden new trend for coding for kids?
Okay, you see, the pandemic has had its effects,
Hmm.
definitely, I will say. But at the same time, we have been getting the better of the pandemic with a lot of
Hmm.
technology, to be honest, Himani.
Yeah,
The way
yeah.
you and me are doing this is majorly because you have integrated the entertainment industry with
Hmm.
technology, and I
Hmm.
have integrated the education industry with technology.
Right.
And of course, coding is the building block of technology.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
basically the right time for kids to get this awareness with the right foot. Rather than make it being a necessity, let's make it a fun way of introduction, because
Right.
sooner or later we are going to come to that.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
So, but with, like, I know that there are coding classes, and you yourself, like, there are coding classes from age 6 onwards as well. So, how do you think, like, especially for parents who wonder whether such young kids should go for coding or no, how do you think that such a foundation at a young age really helps, especially when it comes to coding?
may I ask you a few questions to answer your question,
Yes,
Mani?
yes, please,
Okay,
yes.
very quick one. Is 25 divisible by 5?
Yeah,
Is 10 divisible by 2?
yeah,
Okay, how is there a way I can quickly determine x is divisible by number 2?
yeah.
Can you tell me what is the way that we can determine x is divisible by 2?
No, I can't. My math is terrible.
It's not about maths. You did divide your numbers
Yeah,
properly. You know what one number is divisible by the other. Now,
yeah.
the answer that the kid will give you at this point, if he has done coding, is I need to go and check the remainder. If the
Oh,
remainder is 0, the number x is divisible by the number y. So you see, we
ah,
all know our answers, but there is a completion or a finesse to analytical thinking that coding gives you.
right, right.
my thing is that I have learned coding from probably 1989.
Wow, really?
That was the first. That was the year when I wrote my first script. And believe me, it has helped me in every aspect of my life because it develops
Right.
an analytical thinking. So please get the right foundation for your kids.
Hmm.
Don't look at it as an enrichment, but it is
Right.
a necessity. Because
Right.
we are educating our kids not to be around for 10 years, for their education to be relevant for 10 years or 15 years. We are looking at an education which will last them a lifetime. So we
Yeah.
need to start with the right exposure rather than just letting them lose in any of the things.
Right. Right. So, again, the second question then is that once I've identified that, okay, I want to send my kid for a coding class,
Mhm.
with so many options now, you kind of want to figure out that what's the right class, or more than the right class, what's the right kind of syllabus for my kid's age. So, how do parents determine that which is the right coding class for my kid? And what is the syllabus? Because honestly, when parents send their kids for coding, they have zilch idea about coding. We just send for coding because, okay, let's try coding. We just know like
Right,
the basics. So
right.
how do you determine the syllabus?
Okay. I would give that coding is very similar to maths. So you cannot
Hmm.
start with learning equations or learning gaming first. You
Hmm.
need to go and learn your addition subtractions the way you learn in
Yeah.
math. The
Yeah.
same way in coding, you need to go and learn the basic fundamentals. Once those fundamentals have been founded well in any kid,
Hmm.
the kid is ready to fly from there. He can apply it to whatever field of his liking.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So whenever you choose a particular coding class for a kid, make sure, because I have things which are from 6 year olds. I'm amazed with the
Hmm.
courses that are available in the market. It's really impressive, and the way
Yeah.
the kids absorb it is even more tremendously impressive.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So we start them with an awareness of the fundamentals rather than just gaming or rather than just entertainment. That would
Right.
be my focus whenever you look for a class.
Fantastic. Kids Get Coding. Let's talk about Kids Get Coding. And I've seen kids have a lot of fun in your class. There's, of course, education happening, but there's a lot of, and there's a certain way to your a style to your teaching, which makes it very interesting for kids to join your class.
And
Talk to me about what does Kids Get Coding offer?
yeah, so we have coding courses which are on offer from 6 years onwards, and
Yeah.
I have just had a 23-year-old student, so she's one.
Oh my God.
And yeah, that
Okay.
did come as a surprise package, but all the more, I'm telling you, it's so much fun. And honestly, the fundamentals that a 6 year old or a 23-year-old are learning are the same because we start with
Right.
the basics first. It's just the
Right.
way that we teach each age group their fundamentals is very different.
Right. Right.
That's why from 6 to 8 years, we have hands on, like, we have jigsaw puzzles which are connected to iPads, and the kids can actually make the character move on screen. And
Hmm.
of course, for the 8 to 11-year-old, I think you have had a glimpse of it, is the,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is another very visually engaging way of coding.
Yeah.
Then for the older group, of course, we get a little more technical because they are
Yeah.
prepared for it. So they have more like Python and Java and that kind of a
Hmm. Hmm.
and then of late, I've had a lot of inquiry for college level coding, which is for
Okay.
certifications.
Yeah.
I'm mentoring the Harvard certifications or the Google certifications for the older kids as well.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a huge range of courses for kids available.
Right. Vinita, before I get into what Kids Get Coding, the class details and how can one join if one wants to, are there any certain myths or certain things about coding that people have it wrong and which you would want to clear? That, people think it's this, but it's not this.
Yes, that's a really wonderful question, Himani. I would like to say that there was a time when people were scared of what kids would do with the exposure to internet.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine a kid without a Wi-Fi or an internet connection?
Huh.
They have come along fine. They have
Correct.
really, in fact, they have found wonderful ways to do things with their internet connectivity.
Right.
So similarly, coding or even artificial intelligence for that matter is an awareness that we need to create the right ethics in the kid by introducing it earlier on.
Okay. Okay.
Right? So earlier we were man against machine, now it is man with machine. So
Yeah.
we really need to work on that with the kid, that we are not working against the machine, but we are the
Yeah.
one who instruct the computer through coding to do things for us.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And Kids Get Coding, I know you have classes over the weekdays. Kids have a lot of fun in your classes. Do you want to tell us about how does one register, or is there a trial class? How does one register with Kids Get Coding?
Yes, I do have trial classes for most of the younger kids, because
Yeah.
not just the parents, even I need to gauge, because kids are a
Yeah.
surprising package sometimes. So you
Yeah. Yeah.
also
Yeah.
know whether what is it that they are ready for. So I will give them a little taste of everything, and then I will speak to the parent that probably this is the right class or the course for your kid.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
the trial class for the younger ones is even more essential than the older ones, because most of the times the older ones already have a liking.
Hmm.
They come
Hmm.
to me with a requirement to be satisfied, that okay,
Hmm.
I want to learn coding because I want to do this.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
the younger kids are really very naive, and they need to be molded to what they want really out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so as I said, I have programs which are for 6 to 8 year olds, which are again a lot of hands-on,
Hmm.
where they connect puzzles connected to the iPad, where the character moves, but
Hmm.
again, all based on coding fundamentals.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Okay.
have AI courses as well. I have been blessed that because of working with the Singapore government earlier, I was allowed to be the lead trainer for AI Singapore.
Okay. Oh,
And
wow. Yes.
so, and in fact, Singapore is such a smart nation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an I nation. Everybody is wanting to do something with the iPads or the iPhones or the
Correct.
apps and everything. So this awareness is very good for the kids, and with the government initiatives as well, I do have a lot of offerings on that front, because I am a lead trainer for AI Singapore.
In fact, I wanted to ask you this, artificial intelligence. Is it a part of your coding class with kids?
Yes, it is. I do have, in fact, those are AI certified courses that I have on all
Okay.
websites. So
Okay.
you
Oh,
can get touch
lovely.
with me. My website is there at www.kidsgetcoding.com.
Right.
And yeah.
Right. So, of course, your website, your contact number, your details, guys, will be in the post that this will go out as the Facebook Live. So you can get all the details. Of course, Vinita is more than happy to chat up with all of you, considering your kids' age requirement, what is it that you're really looking at. So, anything else you want to add, Vinita, as a very budding, enterprising woman entrepreneur who's working with kids, which is a huge challenge?
And
Anything you want to add?
they are the best people to be with. They are so innocent, and they give you the best responses ever. So it's a pleasure to teach them. That's all that I can tell you.
Fantastic. I think it's amazing that you have the kind of patience you do with such a complicated subject for kids. So, amazing.
No, they're really the best people to learn coding, I would say.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much,
Thank
Vinita.
you so much.
And guys, do remember Kids Get Coding. It's from Singapore. I also came across it through somebody, and it's been a wonderful experience working with Vinita, working with her brand of work when it comes to coding. And I'm sure there would be like tons of testimonials that Vinita may have from happy parents. So get in touch with her for coding if you need to. And thank you so much, Vinita. All the very best.
Thank you so
Thank
much, Amani, for this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being a part of Radio Chutney.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.